And our reporter Kaveh Solhekol is in Rome for us. He's been there all week building up to the final and is there for the aftermath as well. What's the reaction been like there where you are?
Well, obviously, it has been ecstatic. Lots of people here in the Italian capital and all over Italy staying up, celebrating long into the night. I think there are going to be a lot of people with hangovers this morning, a lot of people having a bit of a lie-in. The Italian squad, of course, is back in Rome now. They're at their hotel, which is about a 20-minute drive away from here. At about 6 p.m. UK time, they will be meeting the Italian president. And at 7 p.m. UK time, they will be meeting the Italian Prime Minister. I'm just trying to sort out an invitation for my cameraman and myself to see if we can get there as well, but I'm not too hopeful. But of course, this morning I have been reading the Italian newspapers for you just to sort of get a flavour of what people here are thinking and saying. And as you see on the front cover of La Gazzetta dello Sport, it says, "So beautiful. Italy are the champions of Europe." It says Donnarumma saved 2 penalties and the whole of Italy exploded in joy. And underneath here, an interesting article which says that it was a beautiful night at Wembley. We silenced the English. And it goes on to say that every Italian feels like a giant this morning. Corriere dello Sport says, "It is ours. England beaten on penalties. Italy are the champions of Europe." Little article here by, I've noticed, a journalist called Ivan Zazzaroni. Doesn't seem to be a big fan of English football. He is kicking the English while they're down a bit, gloating a bit here, saying football has returned to its real home. And underneath here, another article saying that Italy are the queens of Europe. They keep going on about the Queen. I think they've been watching The Crown too much. They seem to think that we in England are obsessed with royalty. Here, Tutto Sport, big newspaper. If you are a Juventus supporter, you probably buy this every day. Their headline is "Siamo solo noi," which means only us left now. We're the only team left in the tournament. We are the kings, queens of Europe. And another piece here by one of their columnists saying, "Thank you, Mr. Mancini. You are a magnificent visionary." So as you would expect, the sports newspapers full of pages and pages of coverage about the Azzurri. But I have to say, they are, on the whole, not gloating. They're just celebrating the achievements of a fantastic Italian side.
And what's been said about England's performance and the events as well at Wembley yesterday, Kaveh?
Well, there hasn't been too much coverage of what went on off the pitch. I haven't really seen much of that in the sports newspapers here this morning. When it comes to analysing the way England played, I think a lot of the coverage says, look, England should be proud of what they've done. They've done very, very well to get to the final. It's just that they were unlucky to come up against such a streetwise, such a tough Italian side who always somehow seem to find a way to win. And of course, the papers are full of marks out of 10 for the Italian players and the English players. And some of the Italian players, for instance, Gianluigi Donnarumma gets a 10 out of 10. Bonucci gets 8.5. Chiellini gets 9. But if you look at the marks for the England players, most of the marks kind of 5.5, 6, 6.5, 7. The Italian papers here saying that the best English player on the pitch last night was Luke Shaw. Generally, he's been getting about 7, 7.5. A few of them giving 7s to Harry Kane as well. They were quite impressed with the way he played. But there really isn't much coverage about England. They're just saying England did well, Gareth Southgate did well, give him time. But look, we are Italy. We are a bigger team than England. We've won 4 World Cups. That's why we've got 4 gold stars on our shirts. We've won the European Championships twice. 6 major trophies we've won. England have only won once. Yes, England are improving, but they're not at our level yet.